Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you're new. Today we're in the Arca Series here at Phoenix, the old Phoenix, not the newer version one, where it still has the grass on the dog leg and everything, so you can't cut that. We're car number 7 out of 21. Wish we were a lower number, but it is what it is. People are running in the threes. The fastest I ran was like a 4:28. I ran a 4:39 as well. So if I can get into like the mid fours, I'll be happy with that. In my last practice, somebody got down into the ones, which is absolutely flying. These cars are super loose on new tires, so you kind of want to be careful in qualifying, and then in the race, just be careful for the first couple laps. Once the tires get a little bit of heat in them for a couple laps, you're pretty much good. They'll still be loose if you hit the apron, but other than that, they stick pretty well. The main thing is just getting to these corners clean and hooking the bottom, and not getting on the gas too hard while turning. Try to straighten out the car. I'm sideways there. That was a bad turn one, but at least I kept it straight. In 3 and 4, I used that white sign to let off and start to turn in. Try to get into the throttle slowly. Keep it straight. Hopefully my second lap will be better in turn 1. Not going to have the speed going in. At 4:20, okay. Fastest I've ran so far. I'll take that. Sideways down that. That'll probably slow me down some more because it was more down the backstretch. But I'm happy with the time I ran. I wanted to get into like the mid fours, got into the lower fours. I'll take it. And you really don't want to hit the curb on the dog leg either, because the old Phoenix here, it just like will not destroy your car, but it'll bounce you up and you'll get all loose and stuff. I ran a 450 on the second lap though, which isn't that bad either. At least somewhat consistent. They're running in the threes, but yeah, this curb, it really will bounce you up some when you're going full speed. If you go too low on it, you can kind of hit the edge of it, but I just feel like it's not worth it unless like you're getting pinched down there. But currently we are 5th. A good amount of people have qualified so far. We still got a lot of people left, so I'll pick it up when we get ready to go green. All right, we only fell 1 spot back to 6. Not too bad. It's gonna be a struggle in the beginning, being on the outside. Hopefully we can get down pretty quick, because being right along the bottom is definitely the fastest way around. You can probably pinch people down there and make them spin out by messing up, but also I'd rather them not come up and hit me if I try that. So hopefully people can have a pretty good start, people behind me don't, and I can get down pretty quickly. If you guys enjoy this kind of racing, hit that like and subscribe button. That way I know you guys enjoy watching this as well, and it helps me out immensely. Last week in the Arca Series, it was at Kansas, and that setup was super loose. This week we're at the old Phoenix. On new tires, it's super loose. So it seems like it'd be kind of a theme for the setups in Arca to be pretty loose, which I don't mind. I'd rather have a loose setup than a tight one. But after a couple laps in this, it'll tighten up a little bit, and you don't have to worry about getting that loose. The time does fall off like half a second or so. We'll be running around 29-second laps after like 5 laps or so. I swear to God, Cat. Okay, I thought he was gonna step on the extension cord. That would have been really bad. Nah, you're fine. Who are we waiting on? We have 30 more seconds. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have number 7. All the way back to the end. We have everybody besides 7th place. 7th place, can you please join up? We are just waiting on him. Number 21. He is the lowest number in this race. He's in 7th. That terrifies me. Do not blow turn 1. There he is. Yep, you don't get any tires. I'm going to unclick my fuel and stuff in case we end up in a wreck so we can get that fast repair. Since it's a D-class race, no cautions. You get 1 fast repair because it's a D-class, so uncheck your fuel and window tear-off. Window tear-off's not that much of a big deal at all. It takes literally like half a second, but don't really need it. Any time saver, I'll do. But just make sure the fast repair is clicked. Usually it starts out clicked, but I unclicked the fuel so you don't have to sit there and wait for him to refuel the car when you go in the pit lane if you end up in a wreck. Goal is to not end up in a wreck since there's no cautions. 40 laps. Gonna go by pretty quick. Running what, 28 seconds, so almost 30 seconds a lap. It'll be less than a 20-minute race. Be pretty quick overall. being somewhat towards the front is good news. Hopefully we don't end up in a wreck. But these new tires, anything could happen. And if somebody just barely gets on the apron down there and gasses up, they'll get really loose. Okay, let's try to bunch up here. Because the leader's probably going to go early. 8th place behind me is not close at all. He's starting to bunch up slowly. I feel like he's trying to get a run on us. Watch the leader. He is really waiting on it. There he goes.
Green flag, green flag, green flag.
3rd or 5th place had a really bad start. We can get down. It would get into 5th and get on the low side. I'm happy with that. And just try to not slide the tires. Main thing.
All right.
I wonder if he started in like 1st gear. Cause that could have been a thing. Either that or he just like really was sleeping on that. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can just run smooth and stay up here. I take a really low angle into turn 1 at least. Because I try to stick the bottom, got a little loose there. I think the guy's gonna try to take the outside, I don't know. I'll give it to him.
Still out there.
But don't think that's gonna be the way to pass.
Still out there.
He might be able to hold us down some, but I can get a good run off of turn 4. And I love that it's the old Phoenix, not even necessarily the one with the grass, just that the finish line is on the front stretch, like the actual front stretch. Turn 1, you can kind of hold people down and get a good run because you have so much room off of 2 in the old Phoenix. He actually got by there in turn 1 and 2. I was being easy into it as well, but good pass. Just trying to focus on not getting on the throttle too quickly. Seems like I'm a little like lax going into turn 1. I'm really trying to just not be right on the bumper when everybody's getting in the braking zone. I seem to get a pretty good run off the corner as well doing that. Only thing I changed in this fixed setup is the steering ratio to 12-to-1. I don't really like 10-to-1 as much, a little too twitchy. And this setup is already loose enough. Rather not get loose all the time. I went straightened out a little too early, started going up towards the wall, I had to let off. That lost me a lot of time down the dog leg. 6 car really made that outside work before though. I'm very surprised on how well he made it work in 1 and 2. Seems like you can actually pass out there, which is surprising to me. Really did not think that it was going to be like that. But it makes sense in turn 1 and 2 because you could really run all the way out to the wall. There's a long way on the exit of 2 out to the wall. You just have to be careful and know where the depth is of it because there's no sponsors on the wall there. Don't want to get into the 6. So I had a pretty good entrance there. He ran a little high. But he got a really good run off being high, coming low off the corner. But the old Phoenix has a lot of character to it. Like, it's not like super bumpy, but it's a lot bumpier than the newer Phoenix. And the corners are just not as refined. 3 and 4 is pretty rounded off, but 1 and 2 is like super jaggedy. It's really odd. 3 and 4 might be the play to actually go a little higher, like they already get a lower run off. Trying to be a little bit more aggressive into 1 and 2 now, since I'm like a little bit more off of them, not right on their bumper. But 7th place is catching me quick. 10 car is running really well. 21 is right on him. Try to go in a little high and try to come off slow. Should get a good run on the 6 here. Not quite, but I'm going to try to take it in the 1, because he seems to be liking the high side anyways. The 6 can make that high side work. I don't know how he's doing it so well. Went way too hard in the 3, it's not turning. I got on the brakes too much. Ooh, the 6 car got bumped a little bit too.
Still there.
Should get a good run down the front stretch here. They are 3 wide.
Still inside. Clear.
8 car goes to back out of it, and I think so did the 1 car. I think they both went to go back out of it at the same time, so they're still too wide.
Inside. Clear, clear, clear.
That 6 car is making the very outside work.
Inside.
See if we could follow his lead.
Still there, still there.
You can kind of be a little bit more aggressive into 3. You just have to get on the brakes. That's what I didn't do the last lap. I kind of got on the brakes either too hard and it just locked up and went straight out to the wall, or I didn't get on the brakes enough and it just went out to the wall.
Still inside.
Kind of pinch him down. I got on the gas a little too early there. I pinched him down good going into that corner,
Still there. Door clear.
but I got on the gas a little too hard. Midway through the corner, it just pushed me up. Ooh, 8 car almost got into the 1 there. Super tight racing right here, which is really fun. Got a little loose off of 4, but it wasn't too bad. Wanted to go inside of the 8 there, but the 10 car, I think it was 10, yeah, the 10 car was getting to my bumper on the low side, so I didn't want to cut him off down there fully.
Inside.
21 really gasses up in the middle of the corner. I was just trying to do my diamond. Got cut off from that.
Inside. Still there. Inside.
6 car really holding the 1 down
Still inside.
in turn 1 there.
Clear, clear,
This
clear.
guy's got a freaking Kellogg's Star Wars themed car. It looks interesting. I've never seen that before.
Inside.
Ooh, 10 car overdrove the hell out of that.
Still inside.
I was running the high side and he really overdrove that, about got into the
Still
side of me.
inside.
Luckily he didn't.
Still there.
It seems like you can make something happen out here, but I just am not doing it as well as the 6 car. 21 about turned the 8 there. 10's on my side. We didn't hit though. Good racing. I think it went too hard into that corner again. It just like locks up when I go too deep into the corner. If I go just a little bit, like 5 feet past where my braking zone is going on the high side, it just does not turn going into 3. We're back to 8th. Not too bad still. Try to get back to the bottom. Oh god, they are checking up.
Outside.
21 got really loose or something in that corner. Really slowed up the 10.
Still outside on your quarter.
I slid up a little bit, but he's not anywhere near me.
Dude,
on the
what are
side.
you doing?
Not quite clear him here, but I should
there.
clear him in 1 and 2.
Door outside. Clear outside. Outside.
Maybe?
Still outside.
Maybe not. He had a really good 1 and 2 there. I don't understand how people hold that outside so well. Either that or I'm not aggressive enough when I'm on the bottom.
Still there. Door outside.
Something like that. Either I'm not aggressive enough or they're super aggressive and keeps their car turning. I'm better in 3 and 4, even though I was really bad in that corner. Oh, they're wrecking behind me. Somebody got turned. The guy behind me got turned into the outside wall.
You could live, you know, that's much bullshit.
Outside.
Yeah, I didn't really see exactly what happened back
So
there.
looking for you for 17 laps.
Was the 9 car all the way up here already? He didn't qualify. And I recognize his name because I've raced him a lot before.
I tried to let you straighten it out the whole straightaway there. Thanks for cussing me.
So we're back to 8th. My tires seem really shot, which is really bad. We're not even halfway through this race yet, and my front right just feels shot. That is not good news. I really need to get into these corners and get it to turn before I get on the gas so I don't have to turn that much. I need it to rotate through the middle of the corner better. Seems like on entrance it's not wanting to turn. I really have to wait on the throttle and it's losing me a ton of time.
Inside. Inside.
Okay, 4 car.
Still with you. Inside.
I gave him the
You're
bottom
clear.
and he like ran up into my lane, so happy we didn't hit though. He's definitely quicker than me. I was giving him the bottom because I thought he was going to go down there. Yeah, I'm my tires are shot. There is no way I am finishing top 10 in this race.
Inside. Still inside.
I must have burnt him up too much trying to run the outside and messing it up too
Still
much.
there. Still there.
I don't know how to run the outside very well, apparently. A lot of people do. I can't for some reason. Oh, I am in the wall. It just started pulling me out towards the wall. I was not ready for that.
Door. Still there.
We're already back to 10. Got 2 more guys right on us. Oh, overdrive the corner. Yeah, my car is shot. These tires are bad.
All clear, my man.
I really burnt out my front right or something. Probably going too hard into 3 those few times where it just went straight up the track. That probably is what burnt up my front right really bad. I haven't struggled on this track like this in a long ass time. I felt pretty quick in practice, qualifying, stuff like that, but I didn't do a super long run or anything, and I probably should have. But I was more just trying to worry about how the car drives because it was really loose to start out with. And I was trying to get past that point, which seemed to do pretty well. Went way too deep into that corner too. It didn't want to turn for a second. 13 got on the apron. It didn't get him very loose though. I thought it was going to.
8 inside 8.
Yeah, I wonder if the 6 car burnt out his tires too or not. Because he was running that outside really hard in the beginning. Maybe I'll try to clip the apron a little bit, try to get my car to turn more. But it is not wanting to.
Inside. Still inside. Still there.
That was a better 1 and 2 when somebody's on the inside of me. Wasn't great, but I actually kept up my speed at least. Better than I'd done previously. This thing just does not rotate anymore. Just struggling here. We're only on lap going on 25 out of 40 now. That's a fat yikes. I feel like I'm getting better in 1 and 2, but 3 and 4 is really struggling. I think I need to just back up the corner even further. Like let off before the white sign, because I've been using that white sign all race, and maybe that's what's been burning up my tire too, trying to go in too deep into 3 and 4. Just try to back up my corners completely. See if that works. The sun going away will help out the grip a little bit.
Yeah, just throw it. I don't know what to do, right? I'll just start doing that to everybody, I guess.
I have no clue what he just said.
Oh, good plan. Go ahead and do it.
He understood it apparently.
Yeah, you maybe stood. Most definitely. It's racing.
9 car is catching all the way back up. I thought he was in
I'll
that
make
wreck
it
on the
sick.
front
I'll
stretch
make
or
it dark,
something.
make it sick.
I'm very confused.
That sounds like your typical iRacer.
He's got a
No,
fast
you've been
car
dive
apparently.
bombing everybody, man, so I'm not really sure what you're expecting.
As we get a better entry into 3, a lot of times it hurts me off 4. I didn't ask him to take it 4 cars wide. I didn't hit him or run him up the track or anything.
Yeah, we'll go back and see what all these incidents were at the end. There seems to be a lot of car contact in this race, which is kind of reasonable. Short track. Somewhat of a loose setup, but turned into a really tight one for me. That guy's in the wall. The car is at 11. 11 car got in the wall pretty good, but he actually kept up his speed really well off of 2 still somehow. Went way too low here, but it might help my car turn. Nope, no it doesn't. Because on newer tires, that would get your car super sideways, but these old tires doesn't do anything. Kind of hoping it was going to help me turn, but it did not. Tried to gas it when I got on the apron there too. It just went straight out towards the wall. These tires are just blown up. I'm really interested to see the percentages of my tires at the end of this race, because they are going to be very bad. At least the front right is going to be awful. I imagine it's going to be in like the 40s or 30%. Because we're like over like a 1.3, 1.4 off of what we were qualifying. Or at least I am. Like, my times are super slow right now. And people seem to be having a lot of problems with this 9 car, and I really don't want to. So I'm just going to run this outside lane.
Still inside. Still inside your door.
I do not want to get hit by him as well.
Still in, still in.
I was already hitting the race that you guys are going to see yesterday. The 305 sprint car race. We got wrecked in that in the lead by second. So I'm not trying to get wrecked while I'm running 12th here to make a bad race worse. No reason for that. God, it does not turn when I run the bottom though. Maybe I need to just run the second lane and let it roll more. I don't 100% know. Oh, I'm in the wall again. I hate that wall going in the one. It kind of jars out a little. You could take the inside. I'm not gonna stop you from taking the inside. Because if I go on the inside, I'm gonna get freaking... I'm gonna tighten up so hard probably and go out into the guy. Yeah, he went super deep into 3, which I don't blame him. His car can stick like that, do it. Because mine definitely would just go straight out and hit the wall. I don't have the tires to do that anymore. You do in the beginning. So you definitely need to conserve your tires if you're running here. Don't try to run as hard as I did in the beginning. But I was trying to run like qualifying laps every lap in the beginning and it just did not work out. Still, I'm car number 7, so we're not super high up there, but we're like a little bit past mid-pack back here. Hoping a couple guys maybe could wreck out. That'd be great. There's been a lot of people hitting each other. There is a really big pack in front of us too, so maybe they can wreck. That'd be great. So we can just avoid it.
Sorry, Perky.
That worked out a lot better in 3 and 4 until I hit the apron. So I let it roll for a long time and then got back in the gas, and it seemed to actually turn when I was just letting it roll. Then when I got on the gas and hit the apron, it went straight out towards the wall. What is that, 13 in the wall? Oh, they're wrecking. They're wrecking. Don't come back down the track. Oh, God, where are they going to be? Okay, we went through them. I'll take it. Because if I would have gone through the grass, I would have wrecked. I'll take the 4X with no damage. Thank you. Come again.
I took the 11 out. Thank you. Made my job easier.
Alright, so that'll put us back up to, what, 11th? Definitely should have a destroyed car at this point, because I could not tell where they were going to go. They bounced straight off the wall, and they were, like, spinning and, like, blinking, kind of, and I had no clue where they were going to end up, but brought us back up to the 11th. It was big debris there in the dog leg. But yeah, if I had tried going through the grass to miss that, I probably would have wrecked myself, just going through the grass. And that gave us a huge gap back to 12th, the number 12 car. I wish my tires weren't blowing it up. Like, this is so bad. I'll take an 11th place finish, though. Being car number 7, just at, like, mid-pack, like, just the one spot back from mid-pack, might gain some iRating or might lose the slightest bit. It will be, like, a plus-minus of 5 anyways. Hey, that's what I've been trying to do for a while, get the car to actually get somewhat loose coming off that corner. It finally worked. But it will be like a plus-minus of like 5 or so. It won't be much at all, which is fine with me. It won't be as bad as finishing 13th at least. But I thought this race was going to go better, at least. I felt like I had a better car coming in. But I did not conserve my tires. Didn't think it was going to be that big of an issue, but it definitely is. Because your car needs to rotate. Still a group of 3 of them pretty close together up there. Coming on the 2 laps to go. Maybe somebody will get into each other or into the wall and take out a couple of them. Yeah, I didn't really see exactly what happened with that wreck there on the backstretch either. I don't know. The outside guy came down, the inside guy came up. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Stevie's also catching them too, so you never know if he'll catch that group of 1 or 2 of them and do anything. Because he's a very aggressive driver. Raced him a lot. He's made a lot of dumb moves, but he's fast. But those two up there, right on each other. The guy behind might try to dive into turn 3. We'll see. Nope, the guy in front actually dove into turn 3 real low.
Good win. Good race, everyone.
2-car won it by 2.3. Was he the one that was on the pole? I honestly don't remember if he started on pole or not. But hey, we came home 11th. I'll take that. We started 6th. Should have ran up between like 8th and 6th, I think, all race. But I really burnt out my tires before even halfway. And I just had to manage it after that. So that's alright.
Go to a good track for us next week, guys. We'll get it.
Who is that? The 17 is tapping the 9? Or is that the 12? 12 car tapped the 9. That's what it was. It was a red car. So they got together at some point, I'm guessing. Something happened with them. Because he got tapped by the 12. What happened after I got out of the car? Oh, he just like stopped next to him. Okay. What were my tires at? My tires were shot. Oh, 71? Really? They did not feel like they were 71. Gotta mute them because that's gonna confuse the hell out of me. But I had 72, 71 on the front right. All the other tires were 92 or above. So I really just burnt out my front right early, I guess. I have no clue. Had a good start. Let's go see some of these incidents. Lap 1. 12 car blinking. Is that the incident? The 21 got sideways. He's gonna run into the 21. No? Okay. I guess the blinking was just the incident. I don't know. 4 car scraped the wall off of turn 4. 16. That's what I was doing a couple times. Lap 9. I think I did that around the same time. It just did not turn. You went a little too deep into the corner. I did that multiple times. Oh, that's what happened behind me. Freaking 20 went in a little too hot, got into the 12. The 9 car was all the way up there. Wow. What actually happened? I didn't really see. I'm so confused. 20 car just slowly came up. Yeah, 20 car just kind of came up into the 9. Got pushed all the way down the front stretch. And the 9 really came all the way back. And beat me still. Yeah, like 9 car really let off the whole way and he just couldn't get it straight. That's just unfortunate for the 20 altogether. Did he like go forward and hit somebody else or something, or did he get out of the car? Out of the car. Okay, goodbye. 18 car on lap 21 hits the corner off of, hit the wall off of turn 2. Very easy to do, just getting too tight. My tires were shot at this point already. 11 car scrapes off of turn 2. 21 car hit off of turn 2 as well. It's just so easy to hit off of turn 2. What happened here? Scraped into 3? No. Get hit by the 10? No. Okay, why did it go to that? I'm so confused. 18 car chases the 17 up the track. Kind of forced him up into the wall slowly. 18 got off him before that, but chased him all the way up there. 10 car scrapes it off of 4, barely. 11 into the wall off of 2. Oh, that's what happened. Okay, there's a little bit of net code there, but the 11 kind of makes a slight move after he gets off the wall. You can kind of see him wiggling a little too much, and when he wiggles back to the left right there, he goes a little too far and hooks the 13. A little bit of net code for sure. They probably shouldn't have hit, but net coded them. They go spinning down the track. I could not tell exactly where they were going to go. 9 car makes it by clean. I go straight through the 13's nose. Like, I stayed as low as I could. Went straight through his nose. It didn't give me any damage. I got lucky as hell with that. I think somebody else went through the 11 right there. Barely. Yeah, I nailed the 13. I don't know how that didn't give me any damage, but it was like blinking. Oh, 18 got into the 13, and that gave him damage. That sucks. I got very lucky with that. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take the luckiness, but why didn't it show me smacking the damn wall really hard? Because I hit that thing hard as hell. 6 car was running really good up here. I wanted to go back and see this. Because he was able to hook that outside, like that middle lane in 1 and 2 and just hold me down. It wasn't even like aggressively hold me down. He was just good at getting on the gas at the right time. So, good race to him. Where did I just smack the wall out right hard as hell? Was it right here? Or was that when people in front of me wrecked? I was in the wall there. Where the hell did I smack the wall hard as fuck? Yep, right there. Okay, it was this lap. That makes sense. But I went a little too deep into the corner and it just locked up. Like, I hit the brakes a little too hard. Where was it? I hit it like almost 3/4 of the way up Yeah, I hit the brakes like all the way up to 3/4 and it kind of just locked up the front left. You can see a little bit of smoke come out of the front left, just barely. And it just went all the way out, smacked the wall. I don't think that gave me any damage, really. Maybe just the slightest bit. Barely a little bit of front side, but not much at all to really affect me. I think my tires were already just shot by this point, though, so it didn't matter. But overall, somehow finished 11th because those two guys wrecking. I'll take it. Should gain or lose the slightest bit of iRating, so it won't be too bad at least. So let's go see what we end up getting out of this. Alright, results are in. Strength of field was pretty good, almost 2,900. There's a lot of splits, 5 different splits. There was just over 100 people that registered for it, so there was a lot of people racing at this time of the day. Finished 11th, we started 6th, we just burnt out of tires. Lost 20 actually, a lot more than I expected, but we just got under 3,800, which is unfortunate. Well, so we were at our peak of 3810. That was my highest I've been so far on the oval side, so that's fun. That's a lot of fun being that high. I've never been that high before. Number 1 car is 5820. Number 2 is 5161. They're super high up there. A lot of iRating in this race. What was the lowest number? Where's the 21 at? He was like 1850-ish, and he gained 72 for finishing the 7th. Good race by him. And 20 car race 6, not even that was 16 laps, but finished last because he left. So he's not the lowest iRating out of that field. But that was a lot of fun. Lost more than I expected. At least we didn't finish 13th because that would have lost us a lot more. But I guess because the 21 car finishing way up here and gained a ton of iRating and lost more for me. So it is what it is. There wasn't that many low numbers in the back anyway, so it makes kind of sense. I was kind of the highest low number in a way. I was car number 7 finishing 11th. The only one behind me was this 5 car finishing 16th. Everybody else behind me was a lower number, so it made sense why I lost enough, I guess. But it is what it is. Good race overall. That was a lot of fun. Save your tires if you run this because you need them past halfway. Like, I burnt up my tires in the first 18 laps and it was bad after that. So appreciate you guys for watching as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. Let me know how your guys' races are going this week and I'll catch you guys in the next one.